Hello students, I am Yuvraj Patil, Head of Department Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Jain Polytechnic, Belgaum. I am dealing with the subject electrical circuit. Today we will discuss unit number 3, electromagnetic induction. So the topic will be covered in today's session: introduction, Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, Maxwell corkscrew rule, right hand thumb rule, types of induced EMF, Fleming's right hand rule, Lenz's law, differentiate between dynamically and statically induced EMF. So what is meant by electromagnetic induction? The phenomenon in which an EMF is induced in a conductor due to change in the flux linking with the conductor is called electromagnetic induction. Consider a coil having n number of turns and connected to a galvanometer and a bar magnet which is placed near to the coil. When there is no movement in the bar magnet, there is no EMF is induced, hence the galvanometer will not deflect. When the bar magnet is brought near to the coil, the galvanometer deflects in one direction, and when the bar magnet moves away from the coil, the galvanometer deflects in the another direction, that is in the reverse direction as earlier. Hence the EMF is induced in a coil due to change in the magnetic field. Next, Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction. There are two laws. First law, whenever the flux linking with a conductor changes, an EMF is induced in the conductor. Faraday's second law, the magnitude of induced EMF is directly proportional to rate of change of flux linking with the conductor, that is E equal to minus n d phi by dt, where n equal to number of turns and d phi by dt equal to rate of change of flux with respect to time. The students having a question that why the sign is negative? It's because of the direction of induced EMF is always opposite to the applied voltage, which will be explained in the Lenz's law. Next, Maxwell corkscrew rule. See the figure of the screw. Hold your screw in your right hand so that the tip of the screw shows the direction of the current. Rotate the screw in such a way that it should move in the direction of the current. So the direction of rotation of the screw gives the direction of the magnetic field surrounding the current carrying conductor. Right hand thumb rule. Hold the current carrying conductor in your right hand so that the thumb gives the direction of the current, whereas other fingers indicates the direction of magnetic field around the conductor. So you can refer the figure of the screw and also the right hand thumb rule. Next, type of induced EMF. So there are two types of the induced EMF: dynamically induced EMF and statically induced EMF. So dynamically induced EMF, the EMF induced in a conductor due to relative motion between conductor and magnetic field is called dynamically induced EMF. In the dynamically induced EMF, the conductor is in motion whereas field is in stationary. For getting a dynamically induced EMF, there should be three conditions should satisfy. First is there should be a presence of magnetic field. Second, the conductor should be present in the magnetic field, and third, there should be a relative motion between conductor and magnetic field. Consider a figure A. There are two magnets having a polarity N and S, and the conductor is placed in a magnetic field. If there is no motion between the conductor and the magnetic field, so there will be no EMF will be induced in the conductor. Now see the figure B. Conductor is moving with a velocity v, making an angle theta with the direction of magnetic field. The effective velocity at right angle to the magnetic field, v effective equal to v sin theta. Induced EMF E equal to BLV, that is, we know V effective equal to V sin theta, therefore E equal to BLV sin theta. The direction of induced EMF is given by Fleming's right hand rule, and the example of dynamically induced EMF is generator. Next, statically induced EMF. The EMF induced in the conductor due to change of magnetic field is called statically induced EMF. Consider a coil having n number of turns and connected to a supply. Due to the current flowing through the coil, and flux will be produced surrounding conductor. That flux links coil itself. The flux links coil itself, and EMF will be induced in the coil. That EMF is called statically induced EMF. So in this case, the field is moving whereas the conductor is stationary. So that is given by E equal to minus n d phi by dt. Next is Fleming's right hand rule. When the first three fingers of right hand held mutually perpendicular to each other such that thumb indicates the direction of motion of the conductor, the forefinger indicates the direction of magnetic field, and the middle finger indicates the direction of the induced EMF. You can refer the diagram. Next, Lenz's law. The direction of induced EMF is always opposite to the applied voltage. By referring to the figure, consider a coil as having n number of turns and connected to the alternating voltage V. Because of the alternating voltage V, the alternating current will flows through the coil. Because of the alternating current and flux, the alternating flux will produced surrounding a coil, and that flux links with a coil, and EMF is induced in a coil. The direction of induced EMF is opposite to the applied voltage, and it is given by E equal to minus n d phi by dt, where n equal to number of turns, d phi by dt equal to rate of change of flux with respect to time. Negative sign indicates the induced EMF is opposite to the applied voltage. Differentiate between dynamically induced EMF and statically induced EMF. In dynamically induced EMF, the EMF is induced in the conductor due to relative motion between conductor and magnetic field, whereas in statically induced EMF, the EMF is induced in a conductor due to change in the magnetic field. In dynamically induced EMF, conductor is moving whereas field is stationary. In a statically induced EMF, conductor is stationary and field is moving. Third, direction of induced EMF is given by Fleming's right hand rule, whereas in statically induced EMF, the direction of induced EMF is given by Lenz's law. In the dynamically induced EMF, E equal to BLV sin theta, whereas statically induced EMF, E is equal to minus n d phi by dt. Example of dynamically induced EMF is generator, whereas example of statically induced EMF is transformer. Thank you. So next topic will be a type of statically induced EMF, self inductance, coefficient of self inductance, mutual inductance, coefficient of mutual inductance, and energy stored in a pure inductor, which will be covered in the session 2. Thank you.